Hi guys, in this video we are going to know about iPhone 14 Pro versus Pro Max, which one is better in 2023. The iPhone 14 comes in 4 different flavors, but the most interesting ones are the Pro and Pro Max. Which should you buy, and is bigger always better? Wondering which iPhone to get? On paper, the Apple iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max are the top candidates, but which model should you splash for? They'll both work with your AirPods and MacBook, in Apple's lovely walled gardens of many have become accustomed to. First we discuss about the design. Roughly speaking, the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max largely share the same aesthetic design. You get swanky stainless steel rails along the side, with a matte finish on the back, along with a lovely dynamic island, which is only on the Pro models of this year's iPhones, for now. The iPhone 14 Pro has a 6.1-inch display, while the 14 Pro Max has a 6.7-inch screen. Both displays have Super Retina Pro XDR displays, to boot. But, there are also a couple of other nuances to the screens. The Pro Max can occasionally get brighter, but we hardly notice the difference when using our bog-standard iPhone 14 Pro. Both displays also feature the Dynamic Island, a context-aware cutout at the top of your screen that can show off notifications and other activities through dynamic scaling. If we discuss the camera, the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max are kitted out with the exact same camera systems. Around the back you get a huge 48MP sensor, which uses some under-the-hood trickery to deliver 12MP photos with stunning quality, and you can also take ProRAW images in the full-fat 48MP format, too. You also get a 12MP ultra-wide sensor, and a 3x optical zoom telephoto lens, which all take pretty stunning images. Given the sizes of the sensor itself, there's no difference between the back shooters, or the slightly upgraded selfie camera, which has autofocus and lets a little more light in for taking the perfect shots. It's really a question of display size and battery life. So now check the battery status. Battery life. The iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max both have exceptional battery life, however, the Pro Max utilizes its bigger internal real estate to house a larger battery. The standard iPhone 14 Pro has a 3200 mAh battery, while the Pro Max boasts a whopping 4323 mAh, resulting in a significantly longer screen on time than its younger sibling. This means that although you might be powering a larger screen, the battery size of the iPhone 14 Pro Max simply runs away with how great its battery life is. So, for power users who are tinkering around on their phones all day, you could get much more use out of your device if you are using the bigger model, versus the comparatively smaller iPhone 14 Pro. Specifications. You can check now. Specifications. For read the specs you can pause the video. The specifications of both models house the same powerful A16 Bionic chip, with the same RAM, so you can expect almost identical performance out of both phones. The real differences are in the screen size, battery life and price. For just $100 more, the Pro Max is a great deal, but you will also have to contend with the device's somewhat unwieldy dispositions, too. Which one is better? The iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max are both incredibly good phones, but the real thing it comes down to is how much you are staring at your phone. If you are a power user who wants the most out of your device, then the iPhone 14 Pro Max is the one to go for. However, if you're looking for a very good phone that you want to easily use with one hand while out and about, while still boasting a premium feature set, then the iPhone 14 Pro should be your first port of call. It all ultimately depends on your use case, as we don't think that the $100 excess for the Pro Max is too eye-watering, either.